Hello everyone, welcome to Crystal Eclipse. My name is Jessica. In this video, I'll be asking the cards about your future spouse or life partner, whichever one you connect more with, and what your family or friends will think of them. They're sort of like first impression when you first introduce this person to those people you most care about. And of course, maybe you don't have a family, maybe you don't have a lot of people around you. Just take this as those you consider family or those who are closest to you when it comes to who you'll be introducing this person to and their initial reaction. So I have 3 stacks for you all today to choose from. I have this one over here with this aventurine stone at the top of it. We have amethyst. And lastly, we have clear crystal quartz. So choose whichever stack or stacks call out to you. You can check the description box or the comment section for timestamps if you'd like to skip directly to the stack or stacks you've chosen. Starting off with our first stack, we have that aventurine up there. So I've already laid out all the cards for you. We'll go through them fast. We have the 6 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Fool in that first row. We have Serendipity over here, as well as Starflower with Finding Grace. And lastly, we have these 2 cards. The Traveler is the Fool, and the King of Crystals would be the King of Pentacles. So we do have a very good couple here. And the King and Queen of Crystals, probably my favorite couple amongst the, like, all the royalties in the cards. I think they're the ones that really match each other the best. They're the ones that are least likely to get upset with each other, the ones that really think a lot about how to move forward in the most successful way. So in a way, they're like the most mature of the couples. They both have their own lives that they live separately away from each other, but then when they come together in the most like harmonious way. And you see 2 people who are so immensely compatible with each other, 2 people that really take the other person completely into consideration. It's almost like it's not, you know, my future, it's not their future, and it's like it's not your future or your future spouse's future, it's your future together. You know, it's that epitome of our, you know, we. And I think they're the royalty that really takes that completely serious and in the truest loving form, because it's not about just now, it's about forever, and it's about the generations to come. So you're coming out to these people, to your family, to the people that you care about, the friends, you know, their first impression of the 2 of you is that compatibility, the mature compatibility that's present between the 2 of you. You might, you know, have some things where you don't agree on things, or maybe you come from completely different walks of life, but where you're in tune with each other, I think everybody's very like able to see it in such a clear way. There's no questioning this compatibility between the 2 of you. There's a really great just overall meshing of the 2 energies you 2 share. I think too, with the other cards that we have here, with like serendipity coming through, is like finally being at peace with like who you're with, where you're at, what relationship you have, and almost like that feeling of being complete when you're with this other person, the right person to have come along, the one that you've been waiting for forever to provide you with forever. And everybody sees that. I think there's a lot of happiness for you. And on both sides, I really want to say this because it seems not only for your family or your friends, the people that you are really close with, for them as well. There's, I think, a lot of like where both of you had opportunities that sort of seemed like they got away from you, but they weren't meant to last because it would have kept you 2 apart. Or things came along and there were issues, there was hurt in the past, you know, previous relationships, previous people, and it led you on this road where like there was this almost negative energy of, is this person coming along, where is this person, I have to keep ignoring these people or rejecting these people, you know, or almost feeling like you yourself are ignored because this person just wasn't coming along. And this goes for them when it finally does come through. It's like this shining star, this opportunity that you can't ignore. And we do have that here within Finding Grace, that star there, the one that is like the brightest, you know, you can't avoid looking at it. You see it immediately when you look at these cards. It's like the star is there, the sun is there, this bright opportunity. Even in the 6 of Pentacles, you see the star. And in the Queen of Pentacles, normally with the King of Pentacles as well, you would see a star, something that stands out. And I think everybody around you is so happy you finally found somebody that is right for you. Like, they can see it, you finally found the one. And I love that the Fool energy is coming through twice, because we have this offering of something that's finally like right, you know, because it's a pentacle, it's cemented, it's permanent, it's a long lasting energy, something that just, you know, it takes a lot to get rid of a pentacle. So it's such a strong permanent energy for you to have, and people see that and they love that, you know, it's somebody that stands out different than the rest, because we see that rainbow coming out, and I see that rainbow not only as how you see this person, but as they see you, and the rest of the people around you see this person. Like the rainbow has finally arrived. The good news that like 10 of Cups energy is there, that allows you to be in, you know, the King or Queen of Pentacles energy of just feeling content, feeling where you want to be. And that full energy really matches well with those, because it's a fresh start. It's a new life. It's a new beginning without the baggage of the past, without the energy from the past, or that, you know, that overall tie that might be lingering there. It's a fresh start, and finding grace coming through with starfires, like, or starflower, sorry, is coming through as this, like, here it is, you know, here's this great place for you to be in, where your soul feels protected, your energy feels complete, you have a good, like, sort of like disposition on life. Everything is really like folding into itself, and everybody is very like completely able to see this energy around you. So I really feel like this is just such a great energy for you, great energy for them, and everybody is so really like excited about this relationship, very encouraging when it comes to this, very supportive when it comes to this relationship. So I think they see this person as fantastic. First impression, this is probably one of the, if not, this is probably the best first impression I've ever gotten in like any reading ever. This is probably top level best, because it's just, it seems so right when it comes down to this. It's just right energy. So that's what I'm seeing here. It's absolutely beautiful for the both of you, and I love that a couple actually came out. Of course, my preferred couple. But that's what I'm seeing with this first stack here, and that adventuring spoon. I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I hope that some of that, all of that, was able to resonate with you, and I thank you again for just, you know, for watching. Please have a wonderful day, week, and year. Bye bye. Done with our second stack here, and that amethyst spoon over here. I've already laid out all the cards so that it's, you know, a little quicker. I'll go over all of them for you. We have the Nine of Wands, the Hermit, the King of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Crystals, which would be the Knight of Pentacles, as well as Justice. And then over here we have Loyal Heart, and we have Nettle with Pay Attention. So it's interesting to me the way this came out, because it's sort of completely opposite from the previous stack. I still feel like this is a very great first impression. Like there's this almost like they're at ease with this person, your family, your friends, these people that they care about. Their first impression is they actually feel very good about this. Like they're not worried. Upon meeting this person, it's like all the fears go out the window. But it's interesting because Nettle is here with Pay Attention, and then we have the King of Swords with Justice. And those two cards are air signs, all about communication and clarity in communication, and really being able to say the right thing and be understood. With Pay Attention here, it's a card that means you know, just to be careful of what you're doing. You know, sometimes it might slip out of your mind. With the case of the nettle, it's like it's edible. It's something that you can actually, you know, eat. You can put it in food, but if you're not careful enough, you might get pricked by one of the little stingers that's on it. So it's more of just like, pay close attention to the situation. And I think your family, your friends, these people around you that are very close to you are almost like creating this protection around you. I think they're very concerned with you getting hurt, or maybe just not choosing the right person. And I don't know if it's because maybe they feel like you just have a history of choosing the wrong person, but I don't feel that way. Mainly I feel that they are worried that somebody will just come along and take advantage of like your kindness, you know, your pure soul, who you really are, and they don't want that to happen. So they're very mindful when it comes to their approach to people. They are very like particular when they ask questions to make sure that they're getting out the you know, the right information, so they really get to know this person. And it's interesting because I feel like this person's coming out very strong in 3 cards, and it's the King of Swords, Justice, as well as the Knight of Cups. Regardless of gender, I feel like that's the way they're coming out. Somebody who's very honest, somebody who's very upfront, somebody who tells the truth, you know, somebody who's very like open with their intentions, who they are, what they're planning, where they'd like to go. So they're very clear on that. And then there's someone who's very balanced. So it's a very good person, and this is the way that they're seeing them. They're seeing the honesty that this person has. So just like bluntness, the straightforward energy that they have, where they're just like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to tell you exactly who I am, so that you know who I am. And then we see somebody who's very fair, somebody who's very just in their actions, somebody who's a good person, and they see that this person is good, and mostly they see that this person deeply truly cares about you, and there's something more to that Knight of Cups than just being that romance, being that like Prince Eric character within that card. The Knight of Cups is somebody who comes along as a soul level connection, somebody who's there to sort of guard you, but also to like boost you, to promote you, to build you up, somebody who is there on the journey of life with you to take you to the place that you're destined to be. So having that character or that personality trait come through with like that romance, that loving side, but also that like soul connection that's displayed in that card, we see who these people around you see them as somebody who's there for you, the right person, and the person that's going to lead you out of whatever this isolation or sort of like alone energy, regardless of whether or not you were in previous relationships like very close to this. There was a loneliness that I think a lot of people saw around you, or maybe you were actually single for a while, or they could see that the relationships you were in were not providing you with that emotional connection that you needed. So then we see that change with the permanence of this character, or this person, this future spouse, this life partner, the permanence that's displayed within this card. Then we see that energy, that desire to move forward and create a good place, no matter what, whatever setbacks might have happened in your life, moving you forward with this person constantly, like being the push, the one that's by your side, always promoting you, like I said, always building you up. And they love that this person is giving you that energy that you're deserving of and like very much in need of. And lastly, we have Loyal Heart over here with these two characters that are like, basically they're soulmates. They have the key to the other person's heart. They're matching. And in the other stack, we saw that there was actually a king and queen that came out. So we see a bonded couple. Here I feel the same way because they go together. They have hearts that match. They're looking at each other. They're combined and connected. And this is the way they see you, as two people that are really meant for each other. This is just somebody who is, I think, very well responding to everyone. They're very, whatever like mental state they have, whatever self-reflection they've done, I think there's so much clarity that they really know what to do in life. They know their purpose. They know how to treat others. They know where they're going, and there's such there's nothing hidden about them. And these people that are around you just really appreciate the fact that there's nothing hidden, and it seems like such a wonderful energy, almost like they're granting permission for this relationship to grow, or they're saying this is right. There's a really great energy that's coming through here. A very nice balance, a lot of love, a lot of romance, but a deep connection here, and they all see that. But that's what I'm seeing here with the second stack and that amethyst. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. I do hope some of that or all of that was able to resonate with you, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, week, and year. Bye bye. Starting with our third stack here, we have that clear quartz spoon up there. So I'll quickly go over the cards that we have. We have the Queen of Wands, the Chariot, the Hierophant, the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Shells, which would be the Seven of Cups with choice and ambitions. We have the Knight of Shells, which would be the Knight of Cups with charm and passion. We have Inner Sanctum over here with Sweet Violet. And we have No Place Like Home. So when I saw these cards, the first thing I thought of was like how loving these cards are. The intensity of this energy, very loving. But this isn't just like romance. This isn't like passion. This isn't just like desire. Okay, this is actual, very true, pure love that's represented here. Something that is like once in a lifetime. Something that doesn't come along all that often. Something that you're waiting for and dreaming of, but don't think will actually come toward you. But we do have that person's energy coming through here as the person who is that like true connection, the bond, the one that is meant to be in your life, the one that you've been waiting for, and the one that everybody recognizes as the one, because this connection is undeniable. We see that with No Place Like Home, Inner Sanctum, as well as the shells down here, the cups cards. They're saying that this person provides you with a peace nobody else has ever provided you with. A sense of safety, knowing that no matter where you are, as long as you're with them, you're home. You know, you're protected, you're loved, you're surrounded. It's such a lovely energy that it's honestly like it's a very rare energy. It's not something that comes along, like I said, often, but with it in itself, it's something that I think people don't witness all that often. So when it does come through, it's like it really sends out to people, and people really take notice of this. And I think those people around you, that family, your friends, the people that you're like deeply connected to, that you consider family, it's so obvious to them. This energy is something almost they can feel. Like when you two are together, they can feel it. They can feel that bond. They can feel the way that you just sort of like almost like merge together, like your souls are so deeply connected with the other person's. It's such a great energy. I do like too that within these cards we see a very similar sort of almost like there's like a similar color scheme, and as it enters the Seven of Pentacles, we see this new life. Almost like these cards don't really have a lot of like plant life in them, right? That's not like, even in the Hierophant there's some plant life in there, but it's not really alive looking. And then we see the Seven of Pentacles, which is that start, the growth, the energy that's being put in to make new life, to make something happen. And then we see it almost like it's breaking out within that Sweet Violet card of like it's finally released, everything that's coming through. Butterflies, you know, excitement, a newness that's present within that. And it's giving me like they're giving you the opportunity to bloom, the opportunity to love yourself, the opportunity to chase dreams, the opportunity to do what you want to do. And it could be that this person is just like a very nurturing person. This person's love seems to be just everlasting, abundant, overflowing. But also their overall approach to things, I think their encouragement, their wisdom, just, you know, having their support allows you to go and return to things that maybe you let go of in the past. Like maybe you wanted to try a course, maybe you wanted to return to school, maybe you wanted to do something else, maybe, you know, you wanted kids and you put off having kids because of you know, work or relationships or something. This person reignites all those things, and in a possible way. And I want to stress that because it might not seem like it's possible, but this person comes through with like unlimited possibilities. There's everything is like, as long as you want it with this person, you can have it. And people see that. People see that like these dreams are coming true, that there's a new light that's shining within you. Even with the Queen of Wands coming out here, we see that like ignition. We see that spark, that brightness, that's something that's just like a new light being lit. Almost like maybe the torch went out years ago and this person comes along and they're not just, you know, lighting that torch. They're putting like a full fire, you know, there for you in your life, for you to just speed forward with. And it's that ignition that leads you forward, allows you to get to where you've been meaning to get to all along. And there's this beautiful sense of just knowing and being at peace and being just in a beautiful place. And these people around you, it's sort of different from the other stacks, because I think the happiness that you have when you're with this person, the joy, you know, that contentment, there's just bond that you have. I think people are just so happy to see you in that place. They're just so happy, and by the time that they meet this person, they've heard so much, you know, so much good anything about them, and they've seen the actual change within you, seeing you become somebody who's more positive, somebody who's more lively, somebody who's more hopeful, that by the time they get to meet them, you know, they've already, you know, they love this person already, just because they love the person you're becoming when you're with them. And this person, I really do feel like everybody recognizes as being sent to you for a reason. Like this person was soul guided to you, because that's what you need and that's what you deserve, is somebody who treats you like, you know, you're something precious, you know. And they have to make sure that they take care of you and they're there for you and supportive, because they see how precious you are. And the people around you are like just so grateful that somebody finally recognizes your worth. But it's a very good energy. I love like the cups energy that's coming through, the forward momentum, the liveliness, the fact that, you know, you both bring that contentment to the other person. That's almost like a sanctuary. We see that with Sanctum, but it really does feel that way with the two of you. But that's what I'm seeing with this third stack and the clear quartz spoon. I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I do hope that some or all of that was able to resonate with you, and I hope you have a wonderful day, week, and year. Bye bye.